Hi everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Jolim, and in this video I want to talk about some of my favorite fragrances that work wonderfully on the upcoming autumn season. I am tired of summer. Seriously, I'm tired of this hot, humid temperature. I just want to cool down. Really. And well, I've been absent actually for a week. That's why I wasn't able to upload any videos. Unfortunately, the last video, the video that I tried, I uploaded yesterday. Well, it didn't work. The sound was very low, and actually I already figured out that I have a mic issue here because it's doing a weird noise in the background, and well, maybe I will need to replace this mic. I hope you will hear me well. I doubt that this sound in the background will disappear, so I'm sorry for that if it's too loud, but I still hope that you can hear me because I want to talk about my top 10 fall list, designers and niche as always, and I'm very excited. I have here some incredible fragrances that I want to share with you guys, and as usual I will start with my designer fragrances, and coming in a number 5 spot, it's from the house of Cartier, and this is so good. This for me is a hidden gem in my opinion, although it's a cult classic. It is Santos de Cartier. Beautiful bottle. This is the modern formulation. This is an aromatic, fresh, woodsy scent. This for me works wonderfully during the fall season. In spring also, but more fall. This, oh, it's so good. This was released in the 80s. It's a very masculine scent in my opinion. Usually, I mean, all fragrances are unisex, but according to our experiences and to our culture in general, there are some fragrances that we tend to imagine a more masculine figure that would wear this, and there are other fragrances that we imagine like a more feminine figure that it will wear it, if that makes sense. This one leans more to the masculine side. So you have here basil, so this is herbal green. You have lavender on top, and develops into this very dry cedarwood, sandalwood scent with some mossiness also. And moss is a word that you will hear me saying a lot. I love this. This is a fantastic scent. Santos de Cartier. It's a very masculine, rugged fragrance, but with a gentlemanly touch, with a sophistication nuance in here. But it's a full fragrance. I love it. Absolutely love this one. And it's number 5. I mean, really, any of these could be number 1. So there's that. And the Cartier has some amazing fragrances in their portfolio. This is one of them. More underrated than the others is again Santos de Cartier. This is Eau de Toilette concentration. Now coming in the number 4 spot, this is from the house of Narciso Rodriguez, a very recent release from this house. It was released this year, and actually it's already one of my favorite designer releases of this year. It is Narciso Rodriguez for him, Bleu, Noir, Parfum. Now, this is not the most original or unique scent. Not at all. Far from it. But what this has, and that I absolutely love, it has that DNA of the Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Homme Intense. I mean, so it has iris and cacao. It has those notes that I absolutely love to smell in fragrances. But I mean, again, I already mentioned 2, but you still have Prada L'Homme Intense. You still have Dior Mitons, I think I already mentioned. Now the Givenchy Gentleman line, it's also very inspired by this sweet irisy suede slash leathery DNA. You even have, but it's in a different way. You have Loewe 001 Men Eau de Parfum, but it's different. It goes into a different territory. It's fresher and it's not sweet. So basically you have a lot of offerings that, well, have this DNA, this irisy cacao DNA. But I mean, I'm a sucker for that DNA. It's so sexy, it's so sensual, so addicting, and so elegant at the same time. So they really managed to captivate that scent DNA with iris and cacao, blended with the musk and the violet that Narciso Rodriguez For Him fragrances have. I think that for him, the Bleu Noir line is a bit different from the For Him, which I think it's now discontinued, unfortunately. The musk in those fragrances was much more intense and more prominent, and they were such a unique scent. This Bleu Noir line, I mean, I know that the original shares a lot of similarities with Terre d'Hermès, actually, with that musk. And then you have the Eau de Toilette Extrême, which is actually quite good, more fresh, soapy, with violets. Very nice, and I think I will purchase a full bottle for next spring. And then you have the Eau de Parfum, which I really don't remember how it smells like, and you have this one, the Parfum. So again, the Parfum, it has that, oh, but it's so good, iris, sweet iris with cacao, violet leaf, bit of musk. It's amazing. It's a wonderful fragrance. This is not as intense nor makeup-y nor sweet as the Homme Intense is, nor Valentino Homme Intense. Those two are more full, are more richer. This one feels lighter. This could be like a daily fragrance. This goes actually more into Dior Homme than the Dior Homme Intense and all the others. It's wonderful. I absolutely love this. I love iris. I love designer iris fragrances. The way that they are being done so far, I mean, I love them. So this is already one of my favorite releases of this year, and it's very well done. It's not a scratchy, overly synthetic fragrance. I think it's very well done. Usually Narciso Rodriguez fragrances have good quality ingredients, or at least they came across to my nose as a good quality ingredients, good quality scent overall. So that's why I really do like Narciso Rodriguez. Some more unique than others fragrances, so this one not as unique, but still it has its own touch. It's number 4 spot, Narciso Rodriguez For Him Bleu Noir Parfum. Again, one of my favorite releases, designer releases of this year. Now coming in number 3 spot, it's from the house of Lalique, and this is one of my favorite discoveries of this year. Now this was released I think in 2014, so a while ago, but wow, I blind bought this one this year, and amazing. I have the original. I didn't have this, and I was so curious to try. It is Hommage Voyager. This one right here. Beautiful bottle presentation, like always. Lalique has wonderful bottle presentations. I have the original Hommage à l'Homme, which is so different from this fragrance. Hommage à l'Homme, it's very heavy in the violets, very ozonic, has a mineral touch, and it has also lavender, so it's fresher, it's more gentlemanly, more mature fragrance, but it works as a signature scent in my opinion. It's a very well done scent, and although I say it's more mature, but it's still modern. It's a modern fragrance. This one different, and as you can see from the look of the bottle. I mean, the original Homage Alum, it's a clear bottle. This is this dark blue bottle. Doesn't smell like a blue scent. This is a very unique fragrance. This heavy on the cardamom, super heavy cardamom in here, almost like Hermès Voyager Hermès Parfum, almost as strong. Wow, amazing cardamom, so sensual, dry. But then you have papyrus, you have vetiver, you have patchouli, mossiness, some balsamic touches in here. Amazing, really amazing. So you have basically citruses on top, then you have heavy cardamom with papyrus, vetiver, some resins, patchouli, very earthy, a very unique designer fragrance in my opinion. This goes actually in the realm of Jovoy private label, which I think it was created by Cécile Zoroquian. I love private label actually. I don't have any Jovoy fragrances actually, but I should have because they have quite a few great scents and they are quite affordable for a niche brand. But private label has this very intense, loud papyrus with vetiver. I think it's private label that has papyrus and patchouli. Wow, it's immense, and this kind of reminds me of that one, but less intense, more rounded. Amazing scent. This is really a very sensual, spicy, earthy, resinous fragrance that it's just wonderful. And it's again quite underrated. Usually when we are talking about Lalique, we instantly think of the Encre Noir line, but Lalique has really some amazing hidden gems. So again, number 3 spot, I mean, unique scent, high quality fragrance, quite affordable in the online discounters. So it has everything in my opinion. So this is Hommage Voyager by Lalique, number 3 spot. Now coming in number 2 spot, this is from the house of Hermès. Oh, and I'm so happy to have this one in my collection. Rocabar. Rocabar is perfect for fall. This screams fall. I add this one also this year during the summertime. Rocabar is, wow, outstanding. It's a must-have from Hermès. This is very piney. So on my skin, this for me opens up with lemon and coriander. Very heavy lemon and coriander. It feels like I will season food. But then this starts to develop into this resinous, slightly sweet, mossy, piney scent. Outstanding. I love the way this transforms. Absolutely love it. Very, very, very sophisticated. So sophisticated, very addicting, very elegant. It's like a restrained, elegant scent. So in a way that this will not project all that much. It will not fill a room, not at all. I mean, this is an Hermès, so usually Hermès fragrances, they are not loud. And this is definitely not loud, but it lingers. It creates a nice scent cloud around you. I mean, this screams fall. Again, lemon and coriander, very heavy on my skin, at least in the opening, develops into this resinous, slightly sweet, mossy, piney fragrance. Wow, fantastic scent, very unique. I would love to try the vintage formulation, but this one just works just fine. Rocabar, again, number 2 spot from the house of Hermès, just because, I mean, number 1, it's from the house of Chanel, and I'm sorry guys, but well, this time it's a less exclusive. I will include a high-end designer line. Usually I don't do that, but I mean, I needed to do in this situation. Again, from the house of Chanel, it's Coromandel, number one for this fall season. Eau de Parfum, this is the newest formulation. I absolutely love this. Wow, it just makes me smile every time I wear it, every time I just smell it from the spray. So sensual, so seductive, warm, cozy. So this is basically patchouli, white chocolate with some sparkly aldehydes. So good. Very creamy, like a creamy, earthy patchouli. So elegant, so elegant. A patchouli like any other patchouli that fragrance that I smelled before. Amazing. This is perfect for date nights. This is a pure unisex fragrance, and this is a type of scent that everyone should at least try. I love it. I'm very fortunate, very grateful to have 200 ml bottle size of Coromandel. It's pure magic, pure magic. And honestly, if you just need one scent for the fall time, it's just this one. Just go with Coromandel. Save your buck and pick up a full bottle. 75 ml will be just fine. I mean, 200, it's just because really it pays off the price per ml. But I mean, if you just pick this, if you can't afford the 200 ml, you think maybe it's just that it's not worth it, go with the 75. I mean, at least that one. If there is one scent here in the designer side of things that you should definitely have, it's this one, Coromandel. Again, from Chanel, white chocolate, very creamy, patchouli, touch of aldehydes, but not very intense. They are just here to put some more elegance. For me, aldehydes it's a very elegant note. It gives that soapy, creamy, sparkly quality to a fragrance that I absolutely love. And here you can sense that, after all, it's part of the Chanel DNA. So here you can sense a bit, but it's very mild, very light. I love it. I absolutely love this scent. Perfect for fall. I actually already tried the Parfum. Magical. Wow. It's so good. It's even more intense and more gooey and sticky. I was in love with the Parfum version of Coromandel, but I feel that it's a bit overpriced. And I mean, it's just a 15 ml, 1.5, like 15 ml, and it's like very expensive. I don't even remember exactly the retail price, but I know back then I mean it was actually, when I bought this one, I just like, no, it's way overpriced in my opinion. I will just go with this beauty, which still works and it's still amazing. So again, guys, number one spot is Chanel Coromandel Eau de Parfum. And now let's dive into the niche side of things. 5 niche fragrances here. And in my number 5 spot, it's from the house of Guerlain. Now here, I mean, we have that whole debate. Guerlain, is it niche, is it designer? Well, let's, for this time, for this video only, let's consider Guerlain niche, especially this fragrance specifically, which is, I think it's now hard to find, and that's the only reason why it's number 5. It's, if not, I think it will be my number 1 easily. It is Derby. I am so fortunate, again, so grateful to have this bottle, especially for the price that I paid. So I found this at duty free at Vilnius airport, and I just found this one like abandoned and there was another bottle actually, but I just grabbed one. So yeah, I paid basically 130 euros for a 100 ml bottle size like this. amazing. I mean, biggest score of the year, hands down. And this is a fragrance that I always wanted to have from Guerlain, and now, I mean, I just want a couple of other fragrances from Guerlain, not so many. I want Nahima. I think it's a fantastic rose scent, even in the current formulation. And I want a couple of others in the Aqua Liguria line, like Erba Fresca and the, what's the name of the other, Bergamot Calabria. And I think that's it. I have Yiki, the Eau de Parfum, I have Vol de Nuit, I have Après L'Onde, the classics, I mean Shalimar, Mitsuko. I just don't have L'Heure Bleu because I feel like it's a bit too hard for me to wear personally. And I have Hermès Rouge, Vetiver. I mean, I have basically all the classic Guerlain fragrances. Quite a few La Martier, the older bottle presentation, the 75 ml. Gourmand Coquin, I mean, you name it. So I don't really need more Guerlain fragrances, just those 4 that I mentioned, and pretty much that's it. I'm quite content even right now with my Guerlain collection, because Guerlain, quite honestly, they are not releasing anything spectacular over the last at least 3 years, at least. The Les Absolus d'Orient, they are a nice line, but very overpriced. And I'll be honest, I just one I paid full retail, which was it's my favorite. It's Ensemble Mythique. It's the only one that I paid full retail. All the others, I paid 80 euros each, and that was it. Brand new, sealed, but yeah, and that's actually, I think it's their true value. It's not like almost now, I think almost, they right now are almost in the 200 euro mark. So, and it's not worth it, in my opinion. Although they are nice, different fragrances, but I mean, it's not really Guerlain. It's not that typical Guerlain scent. When you want a Guerlain fragrance, that's definitely not the line that you will think of. But there are 3 fragrances that I absolutely love from that line, that I consider the masterpieces, which is Bois Mystérieux, Ensemble Mythique, and Ambre Éternelle, which is discontinued. But well, I think I'm already going all over the place here about Guerlain. Maybe I can just upload a video about Guerlain House. But about Derby. Let's go back with Derby, and I think this video will be already way too long. Derby is a perfect Chypre fragrance. So you have the citruses on top, more lemon, at least I get more lemon on my skin, and changes into this floral, this rosy carnation-like scent, bit leathery and very mossy in the background, very mossy and dry. Absolutely love this. This is like, smells like an old era, an old age, an old time. You don't smell fragrances like this anymore. It's a masterpiece, and this is perfect for fall, in my opinion. And this is borderline a signature scent, in my opinion. Not to be used during the high heat. I mean, I think it's a bit too much. But this is very complex. It changes, but again, it's a Chypre fragrance. You have the citruses, you have the floral nuances, like rose/carnation with a bit of leather, oak moss, patchouli. Amazing. I absolutely love this one. It's very foresty. It's Derby by Guerlain, number 5 spot. Now let's get things done a bit quicker. Number 4 spot, this is from the house of Ramon Monegal. It was released this year actually, and what a release it is. It's from the Musk collection. It's Atractone Musk. Now, I don't know if this is the correct way to pronounce the name of this fragrance, but I absolutely love not just the bottle presentation. I love this house overall. I think Monegal releases fantastic scents that are not very expensive, in my opinion, of course. And this is one of them. If you love musk, try this one. Ramon Monegal just stated that he wanted to create a fragrance, a musk, that it would smell as close as it can be to the original Deer Musk scent, which now you can't use if you are under the IFRA regulations. And it smells glorious. So this is pure synthetics in here. I think that there is no natural. I might be mistaken. Again, don't take this too serious, but what really matters is how, in the end, how it comes across, how it smells to my nose, and to my nose this smells natural. This is a pure animalic musk, and it's so good. It's so carnal and so sexual. I absolutely love this. Now, this is fairly linear. You just get this very carnal, animalic musk. And although I say animalic, but this is not very funky. It's more like this furriness that you get, this carnal nature that you get. It's amazing. I love musk, and this is really one of the best releases of this year. And I can say this is easily the best musk of that musk collection of Ramon Monegal. Usually his musks are more clean and sharp and easy to wear, easy to like. Now this one is a pure musk scent, a musk perfume for musk lovers, and this is perfect for fall in my opinion. So in number 4 spot, it's Atractone Musk by Ramon Monegal, and the performance is also fantastic. Now coming in the number 3 spot, it's from the house of Rania J, and well, I understand like Rania J is, her fragrances are very intense, they're very rich and loud, but in the best way possible. So I mean, usually when you think of Rania J, at least when I think of Rania J, I think of winter, more very cold weather. But I mean, I love this fragrance for fall and winter. I mean, for the colder weather in general, but especially fall. It's Ambre Loup, as you already saw. Ambre Loup is ambers in the end work like magic during fall and winter. I love my ambers. Amber is one of my favorite accords in the perfumery, and this is top 5 best ambers. This is a very dark, very sticky, gooey, very balsamic, woodsy, has a touch of oud in here, a bit of funk, it's a bit animalic. Oh, and it's so good. It is glorious. Has a natural feel, but it's very syrupy. I really imagine myself like just imagining amber, this syrupy sweet amber running through the wall, you know. It's the image that I get. Oh man, it's so good, and animalic and dark and balsamic. Oh, it's amazing. I absolutely love this. I love Rania J house overall. It's also one of my favorite niche brands. Very underrated. Her fragrances are all complex, but all of them have this natural smelling feel that I love. Very unique, more daring, so will not be for everyone. But I highly advise you to check this brand out if you have yet to. It's really a fantastic house. So in the number 3 spot, if you want a different amber, a more bold, daring amber, go with Ambre Loup by Rania J in the number 3 spot. Now coming in number 2 spot, I have here, it's, oh well, my favorite niche brand. It's from the house of Profumum Roma, and it is Dulcis Infundo. And you can see how much I already wore this. Although I have this already for a couple of years, and the color just turned, because this was yellow, like lemon yellow, and because it has vanilla, that's why it turned into this beautiful ambery color. So this has citruses in general. This has citruses, benzoin, and vanilla. What a delicious fragrance. This, oh, it smells like, seriously, it smells like orange vanilla cupcakes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so yummy, so edible. I just want to bite this the spray. It's, wow, it's mouth-watering. And it's all you get. It's this very natural smelling orangey vanilla cupcake, like freshly baked. It's so good. So good, so cozy, and so sensual at the same time. Very sensual, and the performance is like all Profumum Roma fragrances. Like, this lasts, and you will be noticed, and people will compliment. Actually, this is one of my most complimented fragrances from Profumum Roma. Not my most complimented. Actually, my most complimented fragrance from Profumum Roma is Patchouli. This would be, I think it's like number 3, because then it's Acqua di Sale, and then Dulcis Infundo. And my girlfriend, like, it's one of her favorite fragrances in my collection, so that says a lot. It's really good, seriously. It's a fantastic natural smelling vanilla with this beautiful orange note in the top with a resinous touch. It's wonderful. Number 2 spot, Profumum Roma Dulcis Infundo. And last but definitely not least, we have another Chypre fragrance, and this is from the house of MDCI, Chypre Palatin. This is my number 1 niche fragrance for the fall season or autumn season. Chypre Palatin, also a recent acquisition. I mean, I purchased this one 3 months ago, but I barely use it. I think I just wore it one time and that was it, because it was in the end very hot to wear this type of scent. First of all, I love the color of the liquid, this very intense ambery color. Love it. But this is basically citruses, oak moss. So good. Dry. It's quite dry. It's mossy. It's woodsy, with a sweet resinous backbone. So this is not your traditional Chypre like Derby is, or even Santos de Cartier is, or others like Anteos, also from Chanel, or Mitsuko. So it's not your traditional French Chypre scent where you have the citruses, you have the mossy nature, a bit of leather, you have that, but you have this sweet resinous nuances that for me makes this more complex and more sensual and more easy to wear and to like. More to wear, no, but more easy to like, because nowadays you see a lot of sweet balsams, sweet amber, woodsy fragrances, so you will be more familiarized with the sweetness in here than with the dryness of the classic Chypre fragrances. So usually I say that this is Chypre for beginners. really because it's easier to like in that perspective. I absolutely love it. I think this is quite complex. This is very unique for Chypre, and I love my resins. I love my balsams, my sweet balsams, and they just work especially during the colder weather. And this for me was love at first sniff. I already knew this fragrance, but I finally have it in my collection. It's definitely one of my favorite purchases of the year. Absolutely love this. Very well done. MDCI, it's quite underrated. I have just two. The most well-known, actually, it's Invasion Barbare and this one. But they have quite a few, like Lalique. They have a leather that it's quite nice. They have a peach fragrance that now special something that now I can't remember, but it's fantastic. More feminine leaning though. But well, number one spot is MDCI Chypre Palatin. Closing this list, guys. I hope you enjoyed my list, and I hope this mic, I mean, it's working. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below, what are your favorite fall fragrances? Or better saying, what fragrances are you eager to wear during this fall/autumn season? Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao.